Trouble. Teacher, Patrick says, say yo. Say yo. Say yo. Get prepared to build roads. Say yo. Say yo. Say yo. Get prepared for free tuition. Say yo. Say yo. Say yo. Get prepared for economic prosperity. Say yo. Say yo. Say yo. Last fee payment, Zayo. Manda. Where do? Ni Masia, omoni do here. C'est quoi? Mate Congrès, c'est quoi? Le Chicago continuant, c'est quoi? Firebrand Factor, c'est quoi? Manda. Where do? Arribo kabibi mapana. Lema kaprena mushribandi mate Congress caprimo. Lema kaprena mushribandi chamanito caprimo. Long live the fighting spirit of Chamanito. Long live the dying spirit of Papa Nito. Long live the fighting spirit of Comet Joshua. Say long live the dying spirit of Comet Momo. Say long live the fighting spirit of the Congress militants. Say long live. Forward to peace and tranquility. Say forward to justice and equality. Say forward to road connectivity. Say forward to free tuition. Say forward. Down. Broken state bureaucrats. Down. Deplorable reactionaries. Say down. Aluta.
C'est quoi, we not managing expectations, you told the people you do, we expect you to do it,
Amanda. You know, we have been here so many times, on so many different instances, on so many different occasions, to fight different battles and to shift different occurrences. But when you answer the battle cry, you don't know you're ready for war. Amanda! I'd like to begin by firstly respecting the high bench, the full bench of the Revolutionary National Liberia of the Mighty Coalition for Democratic Change. So, you know, when Chamanito around, you don't get a stage every other time. But again, I like to respect the fact that I'm giving the space to speak to our colleagues and to start this historic press conference. And let me tell you, the press conference is historic. This Revolutionary National Youth League enjoys autonomy. And that is by the laws that govern the CDC. We say and we do what we want to say and what we want to do. And if you vex, you got to come back to the party. And today we're going to say what we like and what we want to do. But I'm not clothed with the responsibility to tell you what we have to say and what we have to do. I've come to speak to all of you. Our structures in the districts, our structures in the counties, our structures in Kalu's hands, our structures in counties, in clans. We went to a very, very fierce political combativity. And you did your job. I do not have your message, but let me say what I have to say to you. The CDC did not come to power only because we wanted to win an election. I'm going to send messages to different stratas of the party today. As the Secretary General of the Revolutionary National Youth League or the Mighty Coalition for Democratic Change. I do not have the message. Mind you, I do not have the what?
Message.
the chairman will speak, and when the chairman speaks, it surpasses. But let me tell you, the CDC, from the standard barrel, clean down to the last edition, no structure, no portion of this party has the authority to tell the young people of the CDC what to do. Amanda, where do? Amanda, where do? Amanda, where do? Someone Augustino Nito speaks. It represents what the majority of the young people in the majority of the party is representing. Amanda, where do? So let me say to you that as young people, we represent ourselves well. We did our job. And the CDC will now cowardice itself because you say, oh, the Unity Party going and pronounce election. We're not going to do that. Today we have come to speak to the world. We have come to say, as young people of Liberia and as the young people in majority of the entire country, that hey, even in the midst of the pronunciation from the National Election Commission, even in the midst of the provocations that this CDC does not run, this CDC represents one thing. I sent a message the other day in our last meeting. In our last meeting, it was about, hey, colleagues, we did not come to power only because we wanted to win an election. Our ascendancy to the highest seat in the country was not only buried on the fact that we wanted to win the election. Why we won the election? We won the election because we want to change destiny. We want to shape the country. We want to say that young people, what drives us is not because Joe we have President Joseph Baka, Amy, Joe we have wins. But I have to say to you that young people, we are thankful, we are grateful that we went through a fair competition, and we are grateful that you play a role. Today, the young people of the Congress of Democratic Change will speak to what happened on November 14th. And the person who is close to the authority to making a statement will come, but I have the honor.
Manda, where to? Manda, where to? Quiz, come on, another quiz. Yo, battle test and medicine, prepare to go battle, yo.
So I have the honor, and let me, even before going there, I have to say to you that as we come towards political combativity in 2029, we want to say something to the international community that the CDC went to fair and natural competition, and we were able to accept what happened on November 14th. We are disheartened. There are issues, but again, Liberia reigns supreme. So in the end, we'd like to say we are grateful to all of our young people
we agree, not totally agree, Yo, new response, you prepare, yo.
So today, our official statement to the young people of Liberia, to the young people of other political parties that collaborated with us, will be presented by our chairperson. And so we're now on the stage for too long. We'd like to turn over and say, Amanda, away to the struggle.
Mata Congress must go. Kemanito must go.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Let me begin by saluting the gallant trade of Adiolots, revolutionary power tripods, and guerrilla bungers of the Mighty Coalition for Democratic Change. So, the fearless intellectuals and principal defenders of our party. Today I'd like to say to you that I'm deeply pleased and deeply touched. I also like to extend my one revolutionary salute to the great people of Grand Bassa County for standing with the Coalition for Democratic Change. So, I'd like to thank the people in the Southeast, the people of Sando County, the people of Bapulu, the people of Maryland, the great people of Grand Jidet. I'd like to salute the gallantry and resilience of the people of Nimba County. You stood with the Coalition for Democratic Change. You mustered the courage. You fought against the odds. You defeated Prince Yelugbe Johnson. But the election was stolen by those backward reactionary forces. We are aware that there was conspiracy. But it is up to you. And we'll see to you. Today, as we have come to engage the media on our first occasion, we'd like to appreciate our brothers in the 4 estates. We say thank you. Let us remain together, and the party will protect inherently. The Youth League will protect the bastions of the revolution. That is why we are here for. And we are gatekeepers of our party. Don't be deterred. Let me say to all of our people out there, seditions and young moderators, begin to wear your boots and come back to the barrack. The barrack is demanding you to come back. Men must come back on base. We must chastise and muster the courage to storm the corridors of the decadences of the Unity Party. They have come back, but we must tell them that men are around and men will always be around. Men will always be around. Men will always be around. You have killed our brothers. You killed our brothers in 2005. You killed our brothers in 2011. You killed our brothers in 2017. You demonstrated the same attitude in 2023 elections. A young brother Joshua was brutally murdered before the full camera. Media, you were present. You saw that. The brother was brutally murdered by the Unity Party under the instructions of Joseph Yima Bwaka. You saw that. You saw that. A death squad team was formulated by Joseph Yima Bwaka, headed by Boneke, Prince Johnson Yake Koruba, to mutilate and kill the people of our country. Brandon Samuka. And let's go on and on and on. These are people that were structural to bring the country back to the days of the 80s. The records are clear. Their statements are on the media. We like to say to them, the men are here. Men will always be here. We will confront the system. We will storm the corridor and fabricate the pillows. We will storm the corridor and fabricate the pillows. We are not feared. And we are not defeated. We are revolutionary leaders. We believe in revolutionary teachings and literature. And that is why we engage them. And the masses will move their way in history. Where the potency of power will be shifted, the masses will move their way in history. Amanda, where to? Amanda, where to? Amanda, where to? I'd like to say to you that thanks to the stand-up bearer and the political leader and the president of the Republic of Liberia, President George Manawia, for maintaining the peace in the midst of the threats and the physical attack that were meted against our people and seditions in this country. The president stepped fast. The gas was bent to take the party and take the country to the days of the 80s. That was the motive. They were bent to take the country back to the 80s and the 90s. They were bent to take the country where you have butt naked running all over the country with collects, chopping and splitting big belly, the guts of pregnant women in this country. That was the progress in the plan. But thank you, Mr. President. You love this country and you believe in the country. And that is why we will always believe in you, Mr. President. But one thing we know, what is much more charitable and treasured to us is the mighty coalition for democratic change. So that's why we cannot compromise, and we will not compromise our party. We are here. It is our movement. It is our party. We engage the system. We'd like to say to you, Mr. Bwaka, you are not our president. Let us be clear to you, Mr. Bwaka. We want to say to you, Mr. Bwaka, you are not our leader. You are not our leader. The election was stolen by you, Mr. Bwaka. But you will confront, you'll be confronted by us. But one thing will admonish you, Mr. Bwaka, that the university students will offer free tuition. All public universities will offer free tuitions. You are on an obligation and your bunch of death squad to ensure that the people and the young children must be offered those free tuition at various universities and colleges. We want to say to you, Mr. Bwaka, that you must be prepared for us. If our very high schools and the students that will be graduating certain ways, when their fees are not paid, you must be prepared for all, Mr. Bwaka. You must be prepared for all, Mr. Bwaka. When there is no electricity in this country, you must be prepared for us. You must be prepared for all, Mr. Bwaka. When the presence of gasoline is not at the point of stability, you must be prepared for all, Mr. Bwaka. You must be prepared for all, Mr. Bwaka. When the rest price cannot come down to a logical conclusion what the ordinary masses of our people must afford, you must be prepared for all, Mr. Bwaka.
Yo, rescue or leave the state. Yo.
You must be prepared for all, Mr. Bwaka. When the civil servant of our country cannot be, that civil servant pay cannot increase, you must be prepared for all, Mr. Bwaka. You must be prepared for all, Mr. Bwaka. When the harmonization process, where the president of our country thought that the ordinary people must feed the effect of governance, you must be prepared for all, Mr. Bwaka. When the harmonization process cannot effectuate and take a global stand or a national stand of our people, you must be prepared for all. You must be prepared for all, Mr. Bwaka. Men are here. Men are here, and men will always be here. We will not leave our country. You will be confronted. You will be confronted. You will be confronted. You must be prepared for all, Mr. Bwaka. There are things you will be prepared for us. When the road connectivities in the southeast are not constructed in 100 days, as insinuated by you, you must be prepared for all, Mr. Bwaka. You must be prepared for us. When all feeder roads in this country are not paved in 100 days, as insinuated by you, Mr. Bwaka, you must be prepared for us, Mr. Bwaka. You must be prepared for us.
Amanda!
We are battle-tested militant. We fear nothing. We know your tactics. We know your revert by killing our people. We know that's your strategy. The father of the Black Beret, we are aware of the Black Beret history. But we're told by Sheikh Barak, he told us whenever death is surprised, let us be most welcome. But these are our battle cries that sound the receptors' ears. The other men may come forward to intune our funeral dance with the staccatos of the machine guns singing to the new dance and battle cry of victory. We don't fear death. We don't fear death, Mr. Bwaka. Your death strategy, your death squad team will never scare away from this country. We will battle you to the core, Mr. Bwaka. And so, prepare for us. Prepare for us, Mr. Bwaka. I'm not an official messenger of this press conference. The chairman of the Revolutionary National Unity of the Coalition for Democratic Change, and president of Dr. Antonio Augustino Nito, Emmanuel Morbat Johnson, is the one who will give you the official message. He has the message. He has a 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 message. Amanda. 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 I like to say to every militants and cadres, wherever you find yourself, whether you are working government before. Wherever you are, in Butua and Complete, in River says, you are on a revolutionary mandate to revert to the barrack. You are on a mandate to revert to the barrack. That we should prepare to break the pillars and storm the corridors. I also like to conclude on this note that self and mutual criticism is fundamental in our party. We give credence to criticism. It is part of our democratization process of the institutions. You have the right to criticize, but it must be done internally with respect. But we will not deify and dignify a repression and regressionary element, reactionary element, and internal revolutionary element who believe that you want to create pandemonium. The movement will not give any credence to that. We will checkmate you if you are identified. We'll bring you to the spotlight and we'll destroy you and tear you apart. And men will take history and move into history, where the potency of power of our movement will move on. At this point in time, permit me to reduce my height and call on to this direction the man who is the official spokesperson of the Youth League, who will inaugurate the chairman and the president of the Revolutionary National Youth League of the Coalition for Democratic Change. So, the one-star CDC general, a man who will ensure that the Unity Party will be brought to a bended knee in the spirit of 6 months. Watch and see, Liberian people. Watch and see that the man will bring the Unity Party government to its bended knee. And so permit me to zoom in a distinguished brother and friend from Elon Mark. Elon Mark is the spokesperson of the Youth League. He will officially zoom in the chairman and the message will be delivered.
Viva, commerce, viva! Viva! Viva, viva, arrowhead, viva! Viva! Manda Nika Frigala, where to? Thank you, colleagues. And let me begin quickly by recognizing the vertically erected presence of National Executive Committee members that have come to grace this all-important press conference. Again, permit me to bring you greetings enveloped and packaged in Pan-Africanist revolutionary struggle, and greetings coming from the height of Mount Everest. Comrades and friends, today we have been given a simple opportunity and responsibility, and we're going to do due diligence to our obligation. And I'm pleased, I'm honored to say to you that why you are here today is to be enlightened. Why you are here today is to put you in readiness. And why you are here today is for you to be inspired and move to the barricade. The Revolutionary National Youth League has never compromised of revolutionary potency. Even when she was in opposition, even when she was in position, now she's going back to opposition. We say to you that the stance of the Youth League remains uncompromising, remains unwavering, and remains unbending. And this is why we believe in the ideological construct of the Revolutionary National Youth League of the Indomitable-Minded Coalition for Democratic Change, held by its chairperson. Comrades and friends, we are not surprised, we are not deterred. The elements that have taken center stage of political governance, we say to you, they are no strangers to us. We know them well. These are people that govern this country for 12 unbreakable years. And under their leadership, we saw what happened to Noka here. Under their leadership, we saw what happened to motorcyclists here. But again, it is not in our DNA to hold the chairperson hostage. So comrades and friends, we ask all militants to barricade out of the entrances leading towards this most revolutionary hall on the campuses of the Mighty Coalition for Democratic Change. So, let me now reduce my height and say to you, comrades and friends, it is our honor, it is our most gracious opportunity to recognize one of Africa's finest revolutionary combatants, a young man who feared nothing but to come in defense of the young people of the Republic of Liberia under the better wake of the indomitable minded coalition for democratic change youth league. Comrades and friends, I'm now honored to recognize onto this platform a man who is a reincarnated Agostino Nito, a man who is the Dr. Nito of the Revolutionary National Youth League, somebody on whose shoulder we have stood over the years to get consciousness. Today we say to you, like the previous speaker have said, that the elections were stolen, and this is why Joseph Newman Boakai is not a president of seditions. And we are very emphatic about that, and the message has been sent by previous speaker. The reason why we are gathered today is to listen and put you in gear, put you in fire mood, so that as you leave from here, you will not wet your pillows with tears. So that as you leave from here, you'll be re-spirited, re-energized, and march to the barrack to ensure that you come to the defense of the Martyr Coalition for Democratic Change.
Viva, 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 Martyr Coalition, viva!
Viva!
Come quickly. We do not hold the chairperson hostage. We introduce and welcome on stage the reincarnate, somebody who presence epitomizes the existence again of Agostino Nito. Comrades and friends, we say to you, remain standing as we welcome onto the platform a Chicago trained, a man that has master degree in urban rural guerrilla warfare strategy, somebody who under his leadership will march behind to say to Joseph Newman Boakai that the people election that we stole, they have come to reclaim their result. Comrades and friends, I'm now pleased to welcome on stage.
Congratulations, Nito. Congratulations. Congratulations, Nito. Congratulations. Congratulations, Nito. Nobody wanna see us together. I want to tell you about the story of my life. Tina, visa funa Nobody wanna see us in school. You don't know the story of my life. Manda, way to, Manda, way Power to the people. 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 Thank you ever so much. Thank you very much. Thank you, the distinguished member of the 4th Estate. Thanks to our gallant revolutionary comrades from the 15 political subdivision of our country, brothers and sisters of a very humble beginning, brothers and sisters who represent the 15 counties here present, distinguished member of the National Executive Committee of the Revolutionary National Youth League of the Indomitable Mighty Coalition for Democratic Change, comrade paratroopers of the 17th Electoral District of Montserrat County, brothers and sisters in revolutionary arms standing in defense of the ordinary people. It is our deep honor to extend our revolutionary condolences to our brothers in Grand Jida County upon the death of one of our partisans, comrade compatriot Madison Gwen. The Youth League has constituted leadership that will soon be landing in Grand Jida County to inform the perspective and judgment of the Revolutionary National Youth League of the Indomitable Mighty Coalition for Democratic Change about the actions that will be taken thereof. And we salute brothers, young revolutionary comrades, who all they have done is to dedicate their life, their entirety, their youthfulness to the Indomitable Coalition for Democratic Change. All they have done is to serve this president, this comrade in arms, Comrade Stenenberg, His Excellency Dr. George Manawia. Zeyo! Osagefu of our generation, Zeyo!
Zeyo!
You have served President Weah with so much dedication. You have served him even more arguably than you serve God. You have committed yourself to a party of liberation, the Indomitable Coalition for Democratic Change. We are honored to recognize your gallantry. You fought. You did. You fought. Yes, you did. Oh, yes, you did. You fought. You have sleepless nights. We can testify to that. You never went to your own homes. You abandoned your family. You dedicated your all. All you wanted to see is the redemption of the Liberian people. You wanted to see the transformation of their life. You wanted to see the betterment of the health sector. You wanted to see freedom in education and a lot more. But we are honored today by mandate of the Youth League Executive Committee not to prolong in conversation, but to read for you a release that expresses the desire and concern of the Revolutionary National Youth League of the Indomitable Mighty Coalition for Democratic Change. We, as young people, exist by the courage of our young brothers and sisters. We exist by the fortitude you demonstrate. And we want to say to you that we will guarantee you that we will struggle side by side with you for the redemption of the Liberian people. We want to say to you that whether we bring justice to our enemies or adversaries or opponents, or our enemy be brought to justice under the 6 years, or in the coming 6 years, until that is done, we are prepared to do that even against our lives. We are prepared to face the odds and to challenge the system, a very repugnant and a backward system. Like one of the brothers said, that it's not so strange. That is not so strange to us. And so we go for you with the commitment of the Youth League and the dedication of our institution. We want to say to you young people, remain loyal to your party. Remain loyal to the Party of Liberation, the Indomitable Coalition for Democratic Change. Soon and very soon, the agent of the Dallas campaign will engage you. They will come to you, to your homes. They will visit your parents as though they care. They will bring money up front to betray your institution, to compromise the fabrics and the ideological construct of the Indomitable Mighty Coalition for Democratic Change. So, reject them in all essence and remain standing. I would love to communicate to you before I read the official press statement of the Youth League that the Youth League has written the President of the United States of America. We have written President Biden to inform him about the attitude and behavior of the man who stole the Liberian people wealth and his relationship with Stanton Waterspoon, a convicted international criminal. Soon and very soon, the Youth League communication will reach on social media. And the press will encourage you to take a very good look as we remain committed and standing in defense of the Liberian people and Indomitable Mighty Coalition for Democratic Change. So, we now go ahead and read the press release of the Revolutionary National Youth League of the Indomitable Mighty Coalition for Democratic Change. So, December 6, 2023, press statement for immediate release. The Revolutionary National Youth League of the Mighty Coalition for Democratic Change extend her profound appreciation to the hundreds of thousands of partisans, sympathizers, and well-wishers who amid the storm came out to overwhelmingly vote for the mighty CDC on October 10, 2023 and November 14, 2023. We are so proud of the resilience of seditions, most especially the young people. And from the statistics, we can emphatically say that the purported winner of the just ended pool did not reflect the popular will of the vast majority of the Liberian people. As such, this Youth League will continue to stand by the people to hold, to defeat their government in bringing the needed change they so desire. Over the past 6 years, the country has witnessed tremendous gains in infrastructure. Development ranging from roads to the building of decent market infrastructure and government offices around the country. We have seen how the economy has come to stable terms with inflation leading from double digits to single digit. The exchange rate stabilized and the price of business commodities stabilized. We have experienced for the past 6 years uninterrupted peace, press freedom, civil liberty, and academic freedom. The unhindered free tuition policy at all public universities and free wax fees have had a massive gain on our educational sector, along with the giving of 3,500 supplementary teachers permanent status on the government payroll, and an increase in salary from Liberian dollar $8,000 to $125 US. And we added 100 1,300 teachers and guardian counselors to the government payroll. We digitized the University of Liberia and the registration process. This historical feat remains the bulwark to investing in education in our country. We are inclined to note that the massive gain made in our health sector, ranging from the construction of the 14 military hospital, the Emirate Hospital in Bapolu, the 150-bedroom hospital, Grand Jida, the ongoing construction of Redemption Hospital, the increase in doctor salary from $1,000 US to $2,500 United States dollar, and a gradual increment in nurses' salary. 6 years ago, we took this country from the doldrums with an accumulated total external debt stock of $736 million, comprising mostly multilateral loans, and domestic debt stock of $206.6 million. Overall, the Liberian total annual debt was $942.6 million at the time the United Party-led government administration left office in 2017. Liberia, prior to the CDC government, was a disaster where almost every sector was crumbling. Local commodities skyrocketed. Our national reserve was used to pay salary, and inflation was at all-time high, thus setting a pace for economic turbulence for the CDC government in 2018. With the help of the IMF and the World Bank, coupled with the sound economic policy of the CDC government, we have again witnessed the country getting on the right trajectory of national development and healing during the course of the past 6 years. And we only hope that those coming to power will accelerate the massive gain being made and will not ruin our cherished path to national development like they did before. The Revolutionary National Youth League will continue to hold accountable the re-emergence of the despotic regime of the Unity Party. Whenever they digress from the fundamental pillar of democracy and try to thwart the massive gain made over the past 6 years, we will be around, as always, to stand for the people and to check the possible mass looting of our country. We wish to see the fulfillment of the first 100 days of many promises where no car was stuck in the mud on any roads. We hope to see the alleviation of the Liberian people from abject poverty in 100 days. The eradication of illicit drugs and substances on our young people, we hope to see that in 100 days. The stabilization of basic commodity below the current exchange rate, or the current one, in 100 days. We hope to see the control of inflation in 100 days. We await the signal of the people to stand with them in mass action when all those promises are not met. Furthermore, fellow comrades and friends, distinguished member of the 4th Estate, the Revolutionary National Youth League urges the next government to make use of the existing audit report and, if need be, conduct a forensic audit of the outgoing government for the past 6 years. We believe that accountability breeds national trust, and national trust breeds transparency, a feat that the CDC government has achieved over the past 6 years with consistent periodic audit of the consolidated account and the strengthening of our internal audit at various ministry, agencies, and commissions, which has created control and internal transparency, thus eliminating any act of corruption in public service for the past 6 years. The Revolutionary National Youth League would also like to call on our international partners, civil society organization, political party, the national legislature, to join us in this fight as we call for electoral reform to avoid vote rigging, and individual voting tours, as was done in November 14 polls, specifically in Nima County by Joseph Yuma Bwaka Unity Party. Our quest for electoral reform is in conformity with democratic norms of free, fair, and transparent electionary processes. This reform will establish a more punishable offense for one person voting twice and people voting to precinct. They are not registered as in a case of Mr. Jeremiah Kuhn and the Unity Party in Nima County.
Electoral reform, yo.
Yeah.
Yo. Electoral reform, yo.
Yeah.
Yo. Electoral reform, yo.
Jeremiah Kuhn, you are compensant, you will pay for your action,
Yeah. Consequently, the Revolutionary National Youth League would like to congratulate all the legislators elected on the ticket of the Mighty Coalition for Democratic Change, both in the Senate and the House of Representatives. With the popular mandate of the Liberian people given to the Coalition for Democratic Change in the House of Representatives, with a whipping number of 25 elected representatives, along with other political allies, there is no possibility why we should not produce the next Speaker of the House of Representatives. Having listened to the overwhelming decision of the National Executive Committee of the Mighty Coalition for Democratic Change, coupled with an independent survey conducted by the Revolutionary National Youth League, and with numerous consultations with many incoming and outgoing lawmakers, the Revolutionary National Youth League has resolved to support Comrade compatriot Funanti Kofa, representative electoral district number 1, Grand Crew County. Honorable Kofa is a seasoned legislator who is well prepared and knowledgeable, and experienced and represents the true embodiment of the ideological constructs of the indomitable Mighty Coalition for Democratic Change. The Youth League, distinguished member of the 4th Estate, fellow comrades, believe strongly that when Comrade Kofa is elected as Speaker, the legislature will gain its independent status and exercise its legislative responsibility without fear or favor. This will serve as a genuine step towards putting an end to the culture of imperial presidency and ushering in a legislature of robust oversight and adequate representation and proper lawmaking. In conclusion, comrades, distinguished member of the 4th Estate, we have witnessed for the past few months, before and after election, the mass killing of partisans of the Mighty Coalition for Democratic Change by the death squad militant and militias of the Unity Party. Those material comrades include, but not limited to, partisan Aloysius Bar in Nima, killed under the direct instruction of Jeremiah Kuhn, Tama Momo, and Josiah and Joshua Godwo in Foya, Lofa County. And a few days ago, partisan Joshua Solomon, all killed under the direct instruction of Mr. Joseph Yuman Bwaka of the Unity Party. And make all these wanton human rights violations and abuses by Mr. Bwaka and his death squad and militia supported by Russia, led by former rebel General Abraham Kroman. The police have been extremely lackadaisical and completely taciturn in dispensing justice for all these innocent seditions that were murdered in cold blood in broad day. Comrade partisans, distinguished member of the 4th Estate, comrade ideologues, we are completely aware of how the Liberia National Police have been infiltrated and politically weaponized by Mr. Bwaka to deny innocent family justice for killing of scores of seditions. As the ultimate gatekeeper of the people's struggle, the Revolutionary National Youth League will peacefully assemble on January 22nd, 2024 at an unspecified location to demand justice for all innocent seditions who have been killed by this despotic Unity Party.
January 22nd, yo. Remembering Matayo, yo. We be all black, yo. You see our election, you care our people, yo. Go out your inauguration, we be money on our day, yo. Manta,
where to?
Lukta.
A repeat of this line emphasizes the significance of this day. As the ultimate gatekeepers of the people's struggle, the Revolutionary National Youth League of the Indomitable Mighty Coalition for Democratic Change will peacefully assemble on January 22nd, 2024 at an unspecified location to demand justice for all innocent seditionists who have been killed by the despotic Unity Party. Once again, we would like to salute the gallantry of all comrades and revolutionary seditions and call on you to remain committed to the ideological construct of the Indomitable Mighty Coalition for Democratic Change. As we continue to remain the beacon of hope that Liberian people can count on. Done and issued on the 6th day of December AD 2023 by the mandate of the National Executive Committee of the Revolutionary National Youth League of the Indomitable Mighty Coalition for Democratic Change. Signed, Comrade Compatriot Hanson Newland, National Secretary General. Approved, Comrade Compatriot Emmanuel Morba Johnson, National Chairman of the Indomitable Revolutionary National Youth League of the Coalition for Democratic Change.
Oh, Congress, never, 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 never.